I just saw a quote that said abuse is not a loss of control, it's an exertion of control. And that abusers don't lose their temper, they use their temper. This is so fucking accurate. Here's the thing. Most abusers have excellent public images. Most abusers have a very high level of control over their own abusive behavior and when and where they display it, i.e. behind closed doors to maintain or regain power and control over their intimate partner and potentially their children. Abusive people, I'm not going to say abusive men because there are abusive women who do the same thing, typically, not always, but typically, particularly when you're dealing with a narcissist or a psychopathic type of personality, have an excellent level of control over their behavior and where and when they exert shows of dominance, control, cruelty, physical violence. For example, the narcissist whose public image is everything, whose mask, whose reputation is everything, typically doesn't lose it or become overtly abusive with their neighbor, their boss, their friends and family. Nor do they typically lose it in front of other people. They typically are abusive only behind closed doors when no one is watching, and in such a way where they are able to maintain their excellent public image, in such a way where everyone else around them thinks that they're such a nice guy or girl, to the point that intimate partners of these personalities often feel that no one would even believe what they're actually like behind closed doors. One of the biggest misconceptions about abuse and abusive behavior is that it's not about someone just losing control and losing their temper and getting angry. It's about maintaining dominance and power. And this is why it's also so important for victims not to blame themselves and tell themselves that they allowed abuse, because abuse is not a collaboration. By definition, abuse occurs in a dynamic where there's a big one-sided power differentiation. It is not something that you sit down and agree to. And abusers are very strategic in the ways that they coerce, control, manipulate, and maintain that power and control over their partner. Abuse is a conscious, premeditated choice based on a fundamental sense of entitlement. Abusers feel entitled to what they want and when they want whatever it is from their partner. And anger and abuse come from the entitlement aspect. And because they feel fundamentally entitled, they will use force, coercion, manipulation, and cruelty to get what they want.